Hello, good evening, guys. Are you there? Is the screen sharing for everyone? Is it visible? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I have given a task to you, right? In the previous session. Have you all done that? Yeah, okay. What about the remaining people? Raise your hands. Only 9 members raised your hands. What about the remaining people? Okay, now I will ask any one of you to show your output, right? So that, yeah, Harati, let me see your output. So please share the screen and show your output of the previous class task. Yeah, make it fast. Harati, are you there? Why? Why are you unable to share? What? Where are you? Yeah, okay, okay. Let me ask another one. Yeah, Manasa, please share your screen. Manasa, please share your screen. Just send a message while you're sharing screen. Yeah, okay. You are also in college. Yes, okay. Have you completed the task? Yeah, okay. You guys telling that I'm in college. So let's leave this and there will be a test for you. Not now. I'll make a test. I'll make arrange a test for you. It might be any day. It might be any day. Just be prepared. It might be technical or it might be MCQs, whatever. Okay. Okay, let's start today's class, right? So much of time wasted today. Yeah, okay, sorry for the delay. And today we are going to discuss about the CSS box model. So here, what is the CSS box model? Here the box model in the sense, the padding and the border and margin. So these are the contents which are included in the box model. See, this box contains content, padding, border and margin, and every HTML is treated like a box. Means we are having a content, right? For that we are having a border and also we are having a margin too. So like that, every HTML is treated as like a box. So, and we in this box model we are having the items like content, padding, border, margin. So this is the proper structure of the box model. See, this is the content, right? For that, this content we are providing a border. So the spacing between the border and the content is the padding. So have you understood? Did you got it? The spacing between the content and the border is padding, right? The spacing after the border is margin. So that is the difference between the padding and margin. And the border, in the sense, you know, right? It is an outline of the content. So now let us see what is a border and how can create it. See, border creates a line around the element, as I said right now. So it will create like a border, like a line around the content, like four sides of the content. Now we can mention the syntax like this. We have to mention the border property, and then we have to mention how much like size, 2 pixels, like thickness of that border, like 2 pixels, 3 pixels, whatever you want you can mention. And here solid, in the sense how we are going to style that border. It will be solid, or it will be a dotted, or it will be a dashed, or it will be a double. Whatever we want we can mention here. So this is the proper syntax of the border, and it should be a black color, right? So I want, if any other I can mention too. If any other color I can mention. So this is the proper syntax of the border. First we are going to give the border property, and then we are going to give the thickness of the border, and then we are going to give the style of the border, and then we are going to give the color of the border if we want. So this is the proper structure. So first let me show an example for you. So this is the paragraph tag, right? As you know, and here I'm using here, see, inline CSS. So here I have mentioned that style attribute for mentioning the CSS code. So this is the inline CSS. So here I have given a style attribute. In that I have given the border property. For this paragraph I want, so this welcome paragraph, I want a border of 2 pixels with a solid line with a red color. So this is the proper way of giving the border styling, right? And the border styles might be, as I have said, right, style. The border styles may be solid, and it might be dotted, or it might be dashed, or it might be double, it might be a double border, right? There will be two lines. Dashed, in the sense, you will be like a minus symbol there, right? A hyphen symbol. So it like be dashed symbols. So here I have mentioned, yeah, this is the dashed. So these are the dashed. Dotted is also likewise only, but in the place of the dash we are going to get dotted line. So that is border. Now let's see what is padding. Here padding creates the space between the content and the border, means inside the border. So it will visualize like this, right? See, first we are going to have border, and then we are going to have padding, and there will be a content. So the spacing between the content and the space border is called a padding. So that is a padding. So how can we give the syntax of this padding? In the sense, so here I have mentioned, see, padding property, and then we have to mention the spacing, how much spacing we have to give. So if I want 20 pixels, I can give 20 pixels. If I want 30 pixels, I can give 30 pixels. So likewise I can give whatever I want, how much I required. So the padding property is going to give the spacing between the content and the border. So this is the padding. Now let me show an example for you. So this is a paragraph tag, and here we have used inline CSS. Please observe this, inline CSS. So here we are using inline CSS. We can use style attribute. So in that style attribute only I have mentioned border property, as I have explained you earlier. Before this, border property, I want border property with 2 pixels thickness, and I want border property with solid line and with a black color. Here I have mentioned a padding. See, I want the padding between the content hello students and the border. Here I have created the spacing should be 20 pixels. See, that is the syntax of giving padding. Now we can give different padding size, right? In the content only we have bottom, up, and right and left, 4 sides, right? For 4 sides we can apply different padding. So if I want to apply padding top of the content, spacing should be less, then I can give 10 pixels. If the bottom should be less, then I can give 10 pixels. Like whatever I want I can give. By using the padding hyphen top, I can give the padding to the top of the content. I can give right padding using the padding right property. Using the padding bottom property, I can give the spacing below the content, right? I can give the spacing left side using the padding left property. So this is the syntax how we can give different paddings in different sides. Okay, and there will be a shortcut too. We can directly mention like this, padding property and colon, I can mention 10 pixels, 20 pixels. So if you want to mention whole 4 sides different spacing, then I can mention in the order. You have to mention in the order, first top, then right, then bottom, then left. This is the order. If you're going to give 4 pixels here, values here, then it will going to take as a first up, then right, then bottom, then left. So this is the like a pattern you have to give. Okay, now if you are giving like a 2 values, see here I have given 2 values, right? It going to be take as a for top and bottom 1 value, for left and right 1 value. The first value is going to be take top and bottom. For the second value it is going to be take for left and right. So if you are mentioning only 2 values, then it is going to be take for top and bottom 1 value, and for left and right 1 value. Otherwise you're mentioning all the 4 values in there itself, like different values, then it will be assigned to first top, then right, then left, sorry, then right, then bottom, and then left. Top, right, bottom, and left. You should remember this order, so it is very important. And now, what is a margin? See, we have seen border and we have seen padding, both. What is a margin? Here the margin in the sense, the space outside the border. Here we have created one border, right? So outside that border, how much space we are going to give? How much space we want? So that spacing is called as a margin. Margin creates the space outside the border. Okay, so here we are, let us see the syntax of the margin. So this is the margin and margin property, and we are giving the colon, and then we are giving the how much space we want, like 20 pixels, like 30 pixels, like 10 pixels, whatever we want we can give that. Okay, first let us see the example of these three, right? First I have given paragraph, and here I have used inline CSS, and then here I have used style attribute. So in that only I have used border property with the spacing 2 pixels, and solid black, and the margin 30 pixels. So here I have created a border, right? After that I have mentioned the margin 30 pixels also, so that for this hello students content there will be a border, and after that border, like outside that border, there will be 30 pixels spacing. Okay, so that is the output. And for this also we can mention top spacing, right spacing, bottom spacing, and left spacing too. So for this we are going to use margin top property, margin right property, margin bottom property, and margin left property. If we are going to use these properties, it will be displayed like a different values for different size. And next, the important difference is inside the border and outside the border. Padding is inside the border, margin is outside the border, right? So it increases the background area. Padding increases the background area, but margin creates external space. It creates external space outside the border. So that is the main difference between the margin and then like padding. So here I have mentioned a shortcut, right? As I have mentioned earlier, for padding it also takes top and bottom for one value, left and right for one value. Okay, that is a shortcut. And let us see which is the main part, as we are uh, using the borders and all, right? So I can mention the height and width also, so which is a very important properties. So these are used to control the size of the element. Okay, so width controls horizontal size, likewise horizontal size. So we can mention whatever value we can want, like the syntax is width property and then colon and the value we want. Likewise height also, height controls vertical spacing, like vertical sizing. So it controls the vertical nature, vertical size. So the height also will be used as a height keyword, like a property, and then colon, and then 200 pixels. Like I want whatever the value I want, I can mention. Okay, now let's see the example. How can I mention this and all? See, width equals to 300 pixels and height equals to 200 pixels. So here pixels, in the sense it is a measure for the spacing for the, like for the web page. Okay, it is a measurement. And then let's practice a code today. Okay, now I'll show how to execute. See, today also I have used internal CSS, means in the head part I have used style attribute, sorry, style tag. So in that I have used dot box. Here dot in the sense what? Class name. So here I'm using class selector. So dot box. Okay. So first let us see the HTML code we have written here. So here I have mentioned a heading tag. So for that, yes, sorry for the disturbance. There is a technical issue here. So, am I audible to you? Yeah. So, up to where have you listened? Up to where have you listen the class? So just now it is disconnected, right? Yeah, okay, height. Yeah, okay, okay. So this is the height. After the height, there is nothing I have explained. So there is a pixels, right? Which is a measurement. So for measurement for the spacing and all. So nothing to worry. I have explained only height section here. After that, I want to make you execute a code. So here I have explained this part, like coding part. So here we are going to use internal CSS here. See, I have mentioned a style tag in the head section. So it is a internal CSS, and here I have used dot box in the sense which is a class name, right? So here we are using class selector. Now let us see, let me show you what is the HTML code I have written. So here first I have created a development, right? And I have created a heading. In that, after I have created box, this box contains margin, border, padding and content, which is a paragraph. So here I have mentioned box for the div element here. So here development is used to divide the sessions, like to, it's like a container. Here we have given a container, and in that container I have placed a heading and I have placed a paragraph. So for that container, here I am going to apply this border and background color and also width and also height and also border and padding and margin too. So first let us see how this will be executed, right? Let me show you. So this is the output. So see here, see, yeah, okay, sorry, I'll share. Yeah, from start onwards, the share is not, screen is not shared. Yeah, Ananya, will you please turn on your mic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, from the start, the screen is not sharing.
No, ma'am. After you left, after height and width, it is not sharing, ma'am.
Okay. You haven't seen the code too, right? Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, okay. I'll explain it. Now, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So, this is the code I have mentioned. So, here simply I'm using the internal CSS. So, this is the style tag, and this is the class selector I'm going to use here, and these are the styles I'm going to apply for the container. See here, this is the HTML code I have created. So here simply I have created a container using the div tag. So in that I have mentioned a heading and I have mentioned a paragraph. So for this container only, I'm going to use this margin and padding and also background colors and height and width stylings. Okay. Now let us see the output, how it will be displayed. Okay. See, this is the output, right? So here I have mentioned border. See, this is the border. So first let me show. See, this is the border with solid blue color. So it has printed with a solid blue color and with a background light blue. See, this is the background. This is the background light blue color. And also whatever I mentioned here, what else? And height and width. If I have mentioned another height and another width, the box will be the total container will be changes according to the height and width I have mentioned. Okay. And also padding. Here the padding in the sense content. Here the padding in the sense the content and the border spacing. Here this spacing. So this spacing is called padding. Okay. Here after the border there is a spacing, right? That is margin. That is margin. So this is the content. This is the content, and the spacing between the content, content and border is padding, and the spacing outside the border is margin. So I think so you have understood it. So let me know, have you understood? Okay. I want the response from everyone, so please, if you are unable to understand, then let me know. Yeah, okay, Jarman. What about the remaining people? There are 15 members in the meeting, right? Yeah, okay. Now you guys should execute it. See, I'm giving a task to you now. You want to show me just 10 minutes itself. You have to create a HTML code with the CSS, with the CSS. So let me give the task. So you have to create a heading. You have, so let me take a minute. Just wait a second. Yeah, okay. Now take the task. You have to create a heading and you have to write your content like about introduction of yours, college, which college you are studying and where it is located, and few more lines about your college. For that, you have to mention the heading of your college name, and at the end, you have to mention your name too using the paragraph. Okay, so just make it in a container and then apply the all styles I have tell you, so that it will be known to you how to execute it practically, so how to write it in a code. So please do the task in 10 minutes. Now it's 6 7. The time is now 6 7. So you have to complete it up to, I'm giving the time to you, 6:17. So you have to complete it by 6:17. I can call any one name. So you have to complete it. You have to share the screen. So anyone can share the screen. Yeah, okay, Neha Reddy. Please make sure you have done this task. No need to mail me. Just it's your for practice purpose, right? You have to know about the practical execution. So make sure you're executing it. Don't ignore this task. Okay. So that's the thing. Yeah, okay. The class, today's class is listened by you, right? So that you can understand what's going on here. You're saying, I don't know what's going on here. So you have been listening from half an hour, right? So this is the CSS part. In that, we are like explaining about the box model. You know about the box model? Do you know? Yeah, okay. You don't have any idea about CSS, right? So it's okay. There will be a YouTube channel. So my in my company, I have an information about you have got the mails when you have registered, right? About the LMS credentials. There is a LMS portal for our company. In that you have got a credentials for everyone. You have to check them. So we'll upload the videos in that portal. It might be delayed, so you can check on that. Or else, if there is a delay in uploading that LMS portal, you can check in the World Sphere AI Technologies YouTube channel. So there will be recorded videos of mine too. So you can check web development web development course for beginners. So check on that playlist. So there will be complete recorded videos of mine from the starting of this course. So from tomorrow onwards, anyone is lagging in this class, so please make sure you're listening that recorded videos and then come to the class. Okay. Okay, Kokila. Yeah, what about the remaining people? Yeah, Balaji, will you please share your screen? Everyone will see your work so that everyone can know how to execute and how to write and all. You have raised your hand too for you have done that a previous task, right? So will you please share the screen and make your work? Balaji, are you there? Please respond. Yeah, it's okay for today, but from tomorrow onwards, I don't want to listen these things, right? You have registered this internship for the practical experience only. If you're not going to execute this practically, then what is the use of listening these classes? So let's think about it. So make sure you're executing this tasks and all. Then only you can able to do the project. So from tomorrow onwards, don't say this silly reasons and and all. So please make sure while you are attending the class, take your laptops and put it aside, then listen the class. After completion of the class, just take the task in your laptop. So I'll ask everyone to share the screen. Even it will be late also, I will ask from tomorrow. Okay, you have to take your laptops. Even it in the college, even it in the bus. Yeah, what about you, Nandini? Will you please share your screen? Yeah, Jahnavi, you also make sure to listen in YouTube classes because you're saying this is the first class for you, right? So make sure you have listened the total classes for tomorrow so that you'll be understand what they are going on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. You have applied styles for body too, right? So that the web page itself in a stylings. Yeah, okay. See why you have used in the body class font family. Why? Because in the scroll down. But in the HTML, you have mentioned only div tag, right? So in that only the heading, paragraph, and all are there. For that div tag only, you have applied the stylings using the box selector, right? Like class selector. So why you are applying again for the body, like text related stylings? The background color is it's good. Yeah, yeah, that font family. Why you're using that font family? Because there is no other text, right? Other than div tag. So it's a waste of applying that styles. So you can apply those styles in box only, in box selector only, so that the stylings will apply to that text. Yeah, you can apply them on there only. Font family. Yeah, okay, execute that code. Open with online server. Sorry, live server. Yeah, okay, good. So that's look like a output, right? I have shown you, right? So it will be the output. So she have applied an extra styles, which I have told in the earlier class. So you also have to apply like this. So it will be increases your creative skills and also technical skills. So the technical in the sense you have to apply everything. So then only you can learn. So thank you, Nandini. Okay, good. Thank you so much. Wall Spear Air Technologies. Go and search that Wall Spear AI Technologies. There will appear a YouTube channel. So check in that playlist. There will be a recently uploaded web development course for beginners. So in that there will be my classes. So up to 5 days I have uploaded. Remaining 2 days I will upload today. So please make sure you are going to listen that classes before coming to the next class. Okay, and also from tomorrow onwards I don't want to listen these silly reasons, ma'am I'm in college, ma'am I'm in outside, ma'am I'm listening in phone. I don't want these and all. So I want just the execution part of yours. Okay. I'm not saying only to Kogila. I'm saying to everyone. Okay. I don't want to listen the silly reasons because it's a technical part course, right? You have to execute. Okay. Hope you have understood the class. So everyone, please respond in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, Balaji Chella. Now you are responding. When I have called, where you gone? When I have asked to share the screen, you also in your college, right? So please make sure uh, you have take to laptop to your college so that you can make this practical session in bus also, right? Yeah, okay. Shall we wind up the session today, or is anyone having doubt? Yeah, you have responded, but make sure you're listening these classes in the laptop itself. Yeah, I have told you to yesterday, right, Ananya? How to add the background image. You have to use the background hyphen image property. In that image property, you have to use the URL of the picture you are going to display in the background. See, let me show you. Actually, are you there in the yesterday's class, Ananya?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why don't you get that point? See, this is how we are going to give the background image.
Ma'am, in folder we should save an image, ma'am.
What? I haven't understand.
Ma'am, here you gave image.jpg, no, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, of course.
In compute local folder you saved your image, or in web page.
No, in my local host, I have saved the image. So you have to
I
give
don't.
the URL here.
Yes, ma'am. I tried, ma'am, but it is not coming.
So I think so your working folder is different and your image folder is different. Please make sure the image in the same folder. Like you are working in the desktop, the image should be in the desktop only. It shouldn't be in the downloads or any other folder. So it will be
Okay.
there. It is unable to get that image.
Okay.
So I have told you, right, the good practice is to make sure place the images and what are the requirements and all in the same location only. It will be better. Okay.
Okay. In
Yeah.
local folder, I should create a new folder to save these images, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like that only. If here I have created image, right? Image I have pasted the images in this folder, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So likewise, you can create images, separate images folder in this workspace only. Then place
O-
all images in that images folder. So it would be
o-
better, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. It would be better and it will display without any error.
Okay, ma'am.
And if you have given the correct path, then also it will be work. But if it is outside the folder, like I have told you, right, if your code in desktop and if your image in downloads, then it will be unable to get that.
Okay, ma'am.
At least
Thank
make
you.
sure the images is at least in the desktop, the folder is at least in the desktop only, or else the both in the downloads or both in the this PC C drive or whatever, or else just create a folder web development, then paste the code in that only and images also in that only, so it will be
Okay,
better.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Are you having any other doubts?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, any other doubts, please? Yeah, okay. You're not having any doubts, right? Okay, shall we wind up this session? Okay, you guys can exit from the meet.